Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be going over how to get approved for up to $50K with the Navy Federal personal loan, with all of the data points toward the end of the video. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Albert Damatov. I'm the founder of A1 Finance, where we help people optimize their credit, secure funding, and then invest it using our A1 credit portfolio framework, showing you how to use the banks instead of having the banks use you. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video. So here we are on Navy Federal's website, and this is their personal loan called the personal expense loan. So let's go over all of the features and why you would want to consider this. So if you need a personal loan, Navy Federal has an option to fit your unique needs, and we may even able to deposit the funds directly into your checking or savings account. So one thing I want to preface this with is if you guys still don't have a Navy Federal account, you guys have to be in the Navy in order to get in, or use a different method, which I go over in our community down below in the A1 Credit Club. If you guys still haven't joined that, make sure you guys click down below and join the A1 Credit Club, where I show you guys how to get into Navy Federal in the first place, even if you're not a part of the Navy. All right, so that aside, some of the features of this personal loan are simplified financing for unplanned expenses, for auto repairs, moving and relocating, vacations, and other major purchases, and it goes up to anywhere from $250,000 to $50,000 on this personal loan. So obviously, there's going to be a bunch of factors they look at in order to get approved for the $50,000, like comparable credit, seeing what kind of limits you guys already currently have, obviously not having any negatives on the credit report, and you guys want to be at a 700 credit score or higher. Toward the end of the video, I'm also going to be going over who they pull from, so make sure you guys stick around toward the end to see that. And the terms are, they're anywhere from up to 36 months at 8.99% APR to 18% APR. Of course, the APR that you guys get approved for is going to be dependent on what your credit score looks like and all of your credit report details. So make sure you guys don't have anything negative. If you guys have stuff negative, make sure you guys go through the credit restoration process and have all of that stuff removed, in order to increase the probability of you getting approved for this, and not just getting approved, getting the lowest APR possible. So when you guys have good credit, you guys are saving money. Your good credit score and your good credit profile is one of the biggest assets you guys have. So make sure you guys invest into that and then leverage that in order to get approved for low APR stuff like this and a bunch of other stuff I go over on this YouTube channel. I have another video that goes over their auto loans. So if you guys still haven't checked out that video, make sure you guys check that out. I'm going to put that somewhere here on the right. So that'll help you guys out with Navy Federal auto loans as well. They also have 37 to 60 months. Of course, the more months is usually going to be higher APR, since you guys are taking longer to pay this down. But they don't have any prepayment penalties. So if you guys want to do that, use this loan for either debt consolidation, for real estate, for whatever you guys want to do. You guys could have the time you need in order to pay that back. And then, of course, if you guys get the ROI back from your investment fast enough, you guys could fully pay this down with no prepayment penalty. So just keep that in mind. That's very, very important, because there is a lot of other loan products out there where when you do get approved, they will give you a prepayment penalty if you pay it down early, which I'm not a big fan of. Of course, you guys want to prioritize stuff like this, which is why you guys are doing your research. So that is a huge, huge plus of Navy Federal, and why I do love them for certain things like this. In my opinion, they haven't been the same lately. They recently did approve me for a Navy Federal personal card, which I'm using to build a relationship with them and then apply for a bunch of other stuff with them. So yeah, so they also have a home improvement loan as well. So you guys could do, they don't really, that doesn't necessarily have to be for a home. These two loans are no doc. They're just stated income. So they're not really going to be 100% confirming on what you guys are going to be using the money for. So you guys could be using a home improvement loan as well. The features are great from repairs, remodeling, or efficiency upgrades. There is no collateral required, which is really, really good. And it's a $25,000 minimum loan amount for anywhere from 61 to 84 months, and $30,000 minimum loan amount for anywhere from 85 to 180 months. So you guys have a lot of time to pay this back. The terms are anywhere from 36 months Up to 36 months at 8.99% to 18%. 37 to 60 months with the 14.29 to 18%. And then 61 to 180 months with similar APR, 14.79 to 18%. They also have a debt consolidation loan. Simplify your finances by consolidating high interest debt at a competitive fixed rate. This is something that's really, really good if you guys have high utilization on the personal credit cards, which is what we call credit hell. That's one of the worst scenarios you want to be in because it holds you back from getting approved for anything on the personal side. And on the business side, which is the main asset of the personal credit report, is for you guys to build this up and then leverage this for the business credit side, because the business side does not report to the personal. So you guys always want to get on the business credit side as fast as possible. There's a lot of preconceived beliefs that you guys probably have if this is your first time hearing about it, where you guys think you need a business that's already profitable, bringing in revenue, which is not true. You guys don't even have to have a business that's bringing in revenue. All you guys need is good credit, clean credit profile, 700 plus with no derogatories, no negatives on the credit report, and then an LLC or corporation that's structured the proper way in order to maximize the amount of card, the limits you get per card when you guys do get approved for business credit cards. But I'm not going to get too much into that because this video is about getting a 50K, up to 50K personal loan with Navy Federal. So that is debt consolidation. If you guys currently need that, I recommend, if you guys do have high utilization, one of the best ways is to get trade lines and leverage trade lines in order to bring the utilization down. So you guys can look into that, and that will help your utilization down. They do say that you want the utilization to be 30% or under. What I found works best though is you want to shoot for having at least 10%, not at least, but you want to shoot for 10%. That's like the sweet spot. 20% or under is really good as well. I wouldn't really go by the 30% framework. It's more so 10 to 20%. Strive for 10 though, and keep it around 10% utilization. That will put you in the best position to get approved for stuff on the business side and on the personal side as well. All right, now let's get into some data points on what they pull and how to get approved with them. So there is no pay stubs in order to get approved for the 50K Navy Federal personal loan. There is no tax returns. This is stated income when you fill out the application. When you do get approved, the funds are deposited into the account the same day. They do pull TransUnion. They pull TransUnion for a personal card with me for me as well. I recently got approved for their Navy Federal Gray card. Let me pull it up here, show you guys which one they gave me. And I'm building up my relationship with them on that, and then I'll be applying for a bunch of business credit cards with them. Where is it? So this is the card I got approved with them, and they did pull TransUnion as well. I went ahead and got that approved and then removed the inquiry to maximize my report in order to get business funding. When it comes to having inquiries removed, there's a specific way to do that. I'll have another video that'll go over that. But yeah, just keep in mind that they do pull TransUnion in order to get approved for this loan, and a lot of their personal products are on TransUnion. So keep that in mind. Like I said earlier in the video, you want to build up the relationship to increase the approval odds for business credit products and have your internal credit score raised with them. The highest internal credit score you guys could have with them is a 450. So banks like Navy Federal and a bunch of other credit unions and other banks as well have internal credit scores that they don't tell the public about. But the way to increase that is to have deposits going through the account and building a relationship with them by having multiple different products with them. So I recommend getting a card with them. Loan, obviously built up as much as you could on the personal side before you guys go over to the business side. So here's the home improvement loan data points. Like I said earlier, you don't have to have a home to get approved. This is really, really good for real estate projects. So if you guys want to use this money for real estate, I definitely recommend going with the home improvement loan. And please make sure that you guys have a good plan to pay off the loan. Don't just get all this money and do not know what to do with it and have no plan. Be smart with the money you're using and leveraging good debt in order to invest into assets that bring back an ROI that could then service the debt, and keep doing that until you build up your wealth and your income and build up your credit report as well, and keep building that and paying everything down. And then of course doing the same thing on the business credit side. All right, guys, I hope that was a helpful video. If you guys still haven't, make sure you guys join the A1 Credit Club down below. If you guys have any questions, or is there any specific videos that you guys want to see from me, make sure to comment down below and let me know. If this is all a little bit too complicated for you and you'd rather have somebody like me and my team take care of all this for you and work with you one-on-one to maximize the amount of funding you get in the fastest way possible, feel free to book a call down below, see if you qualify to work with my team, and then we'll help you guys out and build out your A1 credit portfolio and just keep scaling that up on the business and personal side.